All right, good evening, classmates. This is Ryan for ITL606 Week 4 discussion board. This week's prompt is to develop a video response that addresses at least 3 strategies or 3 new ideas you found helpful in this course. One thing I found helpful about this course was our week 1 assignment for Google Slides on the behavioral theories. I thought it was very useful for me to realize how bad I am at Google Slides, how time intensive that was for me, what a struggle that was. I'm a substitute in classrooms. I really enjoy the Google Slides that teachers will leave for me to guide their class. And I need a lot more experience developing those for my own curriculum. That was a really big nightmare and a huge flat tire for me in the course. So that's a skills gap that I've got to get over. I need to spend some time doing that, and that was really particularly informative or eye-opening is what the sentence for that prompt says. So that's something that was really useful for me to find out for this course. Also, in that week, we talked a lot about differentiated instruction and a lot of different ways to group students, and I really liked that. That was really good for us to have a lot of examples. I think the discussion prompt that week centered around that, how we would do a grouping for a learning objective. I really liked all the different ideas people had. That gave me a lot more confidence to explore lots of different grouping methods and really tease out the different benefits of triaging, how different methods could apply for certain situations. So I appreciated that. Another strategy or idea that came from this course was I do feel like I finally have a more solid understanding of UDL and versus differentiated instruction. I really appreciated the video that Dr. B played for us and the talk that we had this week in our live Zoom class. The idea that universal design and learning is about the template when we come up with the curriculum and preloading in our design of how we're going to deliver the content, and then differentiated instruction is the field application when we're trying to address how the skills that we have in how we address needs that come up to cater to situations as they arrive. I think that would be how we would describe differentiated instruction. Mainly the concepts of all of them is that we want to have flexible curriculum that presents variety. And then, of course, with UDL, it's that, not matrix, but the Venn diagram with the 3 pillars of representation, action and expression, and engagement, and that's where they all come together. That the representation, you want to have multiple means of how you're presenting it, an oral presentation, a visual presentation, probably provide them with paper that they can read, have the information coming at them in different ways because everybody learns differently. The action expression, therefore, you want to give them different options for how they're going to demonstrate to you that they're comprehending it, how you're assessing them, how they get to show you that they have digested it or that they do understand it. And then engagement, you want them to have a sense of autonomy and that they have choices in how they want to digest the information, that they can do it on paper, that they could do it in Google Slides, that they could give a physical presentation or a collaborative engagement, and that those are all examples of flexible curriculum. And then as that would feed into differentiated instruction, where you should always in your back pocket have alternative ways for when what you've designed back in the kitchen comes out to the serving table and they still say, oh, that doesn't quite fit my palate, that you have different ways that you could adjust it or tweak it from there, so that they can digest it and that you can move forward with the standard curriculum. Third, really quick. For me, it was the Sim School tutorials. I don't know if we're still going to have to be doing Sim Schools all through this course, or if it's just for these foundation classes. I'm not sure, but the modules that we had to work through this course, all those tutorials, doing the talk, then doing the tasks, then doing the progress. I don't feel like we did those as in depth in the other classes, and I did think asking us to focus on those elements in the 3 sessions leading up to our 5 sessions going through the different learners. I thought that was really useful. I did learn a lot of skills about Sim School. I don't want to become an expert at playing or observing the Sim School game, but I do feel like maybe my scores increased, or I don't know. It's not really my cup of tea, but I did feel like there was growth for me in how that tutorial process works through the what we were put through in this class's simulations. So that was something that I really did gain insight in this course's structure for that. Those are my ideas. Thank you.